everybody, and welcome to day 5 of the 30-day tapping challenge. Today we're going to talk about how to not let other people's negativity bother me so much and how to deal with stressful people in our life. Now, I've had a lot of women comment and email asking how do they deal with people who are Debbie Downers and really have a negative influence, in your life. And that's a very good question, because if you're on a natural healing journey, sometimes your family may, not be supportive, perhaps your spouse, perhaps friends. They love you ultimately, and they want you to survive and thrive, and so they're just worried, they're concerned. And so today we're going to tap on, how to deal with other people's negativity and not let it sink into our heart and our mind. And so if you have any, issues, kind of, see where you are on a scale of 1 to 10. If you, think about it, take a deep breath, and you really feel that there's some negative influence in your life that's keeping you down and making it difficult for you, then on a scale of 1 to 10, perhaps you're a 9 or a 10. If it's not so bad, maybe you're 4 or 5. But, think about that number where you are. And at the end of the tapping session, hopefully that stress and that irritation will have come down a little bit. So go ahead and tap along with me on the karate chop point. Now, this is the setup statement. This is where we're letting our nerve system know we're getting ready to open up our emotions, open up our hearts, and we're getting ready to calm the nerve system. So even though there's some negative people in my life, I choose to love them anyway. So even though there are many negative people in my life that make things very stressful for me, I choose to surround myself with love. Even though there's a lot of stressful situations in my life and stressful people that seem to make my life miserable and make it very difficult for me and make it challenging, I choose to look at things in a different light. So tap along with me. All these people in my life, sometimes it gets very difficult. The drama that they bring, the challenges that they bring to me on the chin. It feels very hard sometimes to stay positive because of the negative influence of other people in my life. I tend to take on their energy, and it brings me down. Being on a healing journey or trying to go through life is challenging enough. But then dealing with negative people in my life makes it very challenging for me. It could be my family members, it could be friends, it could be my children, whatever it may be. That stress and that hurt makes it difficult for me to enjoy my life and to find peace in my life. Sometimes family members or friends or children, adult children, can really hurt my heart. But ultimately, I want to recognize that deep down they do love me. Top of the head. And they want the best for me. Inside the eye. They may not agree with my decisions. Side of the eye. They may not agree with my choices. Under the eye. But I've made choices based on knowledge. I've made my choices based on my research. I've made choices for my life based on what I feel is best for me. Collarbone. They may not agree. They may want to do things differently. But I choose to not let that energy get me down. All this stress, this negativity that seems to surround me. How do I shift that negative energy when it keeps coming at me? Hi, Lynn. Hi. Sorry, I've got my contacts on. I can't read very well. How do I shift that negative energy? On the chin. How do I shift that negative energy so it doesn't affect me? Collarbone. Under the armpit. Tapping is a great way to release that negativity. And I recognize that negative energy is a frequency inside the eye. And I can choose to shift that frequency into a frequency of love. Under the eye. They may not understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. They may choose not to support me on the chin, but this is my life. Collarbone. And ultimately, I know that deep down, they do love me. Under the arm. And they want what's best for me. Top of the head. But I'm a big girl, and I've made decisions that I feel are right for me. Inside the eye. So perhaps I can relay my feelings and stand firm in my beliefs by writing a letter to the people that are being negative in my life. On the chin, I can write a letter in a very loving fashion, and I can send it or not, but at least I'm expressing my feelings and my thoughts. Under the arm, it's so important to release those feelings and those thoughts, because I know that stress and anxiety and negativity is not good for my immune system inside the eye. And I choose to surround myself, side of the eye, with loving and supportive people. Under the eye. So perhaps I can take a bold step under the nose and let myself slowly drift away from negative people. On the chin. It may be a difficult decision to make. Collarbone. But breaking the ties to negative people, even if it's family members, even if it's close friends, I am at a point in my life where I choose to surround myself with love. I choose to surround myself with supportive, loving people. Under the nose. I choose to support myself and surround myself with supportive, loving, and kind people. On the chin, who understand my journey and what I'm going through. Collarbone. I choose to do what feels right for me. Under the arm. Because at this point of my life, doing good things for me is priority. If I'm on a healing journey, or whether I'm on any other kind of journey, be it financial, physical, emotional, spiritual, it's important for me to stay focused. Under the nose. And releasing negative people in my life on the chin can be very liberating. If they present me with a situation that causes me stress, under the arm, I can tap on that stress to release the impact that stress has on me. Inside the eye. So there's many ways to neutralize the impact of stressful people in my life. Side of the eye. I can forgive them. I can love them from a distance. Under the nose. I can choose not to be around them. On the chin. I can choose to spend less time with them. Collarbone. I can choose to let them know how I feel. Because I am choosing peace over stress. Top of the head. I am choosing love over stress. Inside the eye. I am choosing balance. Side of the eye. Over anxiety. Under the eyes. Because there is no room in my life, under the nose, for anxiety and stress. Remember to breathe. On the chin. This anxiety and this stress that some of these people bring with them, collarbone, is something I choose not to live with. I choose not to accept that and to allow it into my life. Top of the head. I'm very clear with myself and with my boundaries. Inside the eye. Because learning to heal my body is also about setting boundaries. Under the eye. Setting boundaries for myself. Because boundaries can be very healthy for me. On the chin, and it can be very healthy for them. Collarbone. Because it lets them know, under the arms, where I stand. Top of the head. So they will know where I stand. Inside the eye. I choose to surround myself with loving people. Side of the eye. I'm open to the opportunities of new communities that can support me. Under the eye, I'm open to finding and making new friends and connecting with people that understand me and understand my journey. Under the nose, there's many wonderful communities out there. On the chin. And family can be a family of choice. Collarbone. It just doesn't have to be biological. Under the arm, I choose to surround myself with love. Top of the head, I choose to surround myself with loving people who support me and appreciate me and understand me. Take a few deep breaths and just kind of notice where you are with that feeling of stress and stressful people and anxiety that, Debbie Downers bring into your life. And ultimately, sometimes it's difficult to make that decision, but I've known many women and I've talked to many women in our community who have had to say goodbye to best friends, who've had to say, this is not supporting me at this moment and I need specific things, and it's okay if you can't give it to me at this time, but I need to move on. And sometimes that's difficult. That's difficult to say because, it's hurts our heart. Perhaps it's going to hurt their feelings. But ultimately, at this point, if you're on a healing journey, it's very important to set boundaries. It's very important to learn to say no. Because remember, it's not just about getting rid of the lump or the bump, right? It's about transforming your life in all aspects of it. And I know for me, going through my second healing journey, part of my big emotional healing was learning to set boundaries and learning to say no, and learning to take time for myself and to really surround myself with people who loved me and supported me and understood what I was going through. So please reach out to us. Let us know how we can support you. We have a wonderful community of healing divas. We have several Facebook groups. We have the Healing Diva private Facebook group, which is part of our coaching program if you're interested in one-on-one coaching. There's also Heal Breast Cancer Naturally, which is another Facebook group it's a wonderful community with lots of women in there. And there's Never Fear Breast Cancer Again, a Facebook group for those of you who have purchased the online course, or if we gave it away for free in October, and I think it's still for free now. So lots of opportunities to connect with women of like-minded heart. So please let us know how we can support you. You can email support@breastcancerconqueror.com and go to the website, and you can also send us an email, and we're happy to support you. So this is Dr. V sending you a big healing heart hug. Get ready for day 6 tomorrow. Share this with your friends. If you are just now seeing this, you're just getting on, the videos are being posted on YouTube, and you can, tap along, use the tapping. Trust me, I've been using this for over 18 years, and I've seen tremendous shifts, not only personally, but professionally. So whether it's a physical or emotional problem that you want to break through, remember, whenever there's a breakdown, there is always a breakthrough. And tomorrow may be your day. Bye for now.